Hi, my name is Brandi Poole, and I am one of the assistant coaches with the Connecticut Sun. And today I am reading She Persisted in Sports, American Olympians Who Changed the Game. It's not easy to be a girl athlete. Girls are more likely to be told sports are for boys, or that they'll never be good enough, fast enough, strong enough, and that their athletic dreams are unacceptable, even impossible. Don't listen to those people. These women athletes made their sports dreams real. They persisted. When Margaret Abbott was young in the late 1800s, some girls had to work, and some girls, including Margaret, went to school. It was rare for any girl to play sports, but Margaret played golf. Even though she won local tournaments, there weren't many opportunities for girls to compete on a bigger stage. Still, she persisted in practicing golf while she studied and traveled. When she was in Paris in 1900, Margaret and her mother learned of an international sports exhibition happening at the World's Fair. Without knowing that, it was the second modern Olympic Games. They entered and Margaret won. When Margaret died in 1955, she had no idea she'd been the first American woman to become an Olympic champion. Margaret said, "The French girls apparently misunderstood the nature of the game and turned up to play in high heels and tight skirts." When she was a child, Gertrude Elderly lost part of her hearing because of measles, but she and her parents were determined that it wouldn't stop her from doing anything she wanted, including swimming. By the time she turned 20, she had won 3 medals in freestyle at the 1924 Olympics. She then found a new dream, to swim the English Channel. After Gertrude's first attempt didn't succeed, her coach said that women might just not be capable of swimming the channel. Rather than listen to that coach, she found a new coach and she persisted. The next year, in 1926, she succeeded. Her record time would not be broken for more than 20 years. Gertrude said, "People said women couldn't swim the channel, but I proved that they could." Wilma Rudolph was born prematurely, weighing only 4.5 pounds, and by age 5, she had survived pneumonia, scarlet fever, and polio, which weakened her left leg and foot. For years, she wore a leg brace, but she persisted in believing she would walk again and even run without her brace. And she was right. By 14, Wilma was competing in track events. At 16, she was the youngest member of the 1956 U.S. Olympic team. At 20, at the 1960 Olympics, Wilma won gold in the 100 and 200 meter sprints and the 4x100 meter relay, the first American woman to win 3 gold medals in one Olympics. Back home, Wilma used her new fame to push for integration in sports and public spaces and to support Black American women athletes, including Florence Griffith Joyner, the next woman to win 3 gold medals in one Olympics. Wilma said, "Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. The potential for greatness lives within each of us." When Hamm and the other women of the 1996 Olympic soccer team started playing for their sport, there were very few role models for them to look up to. Soccer wasn't a particularly popular sport in the U.S., and most of the attention was given to the men. Hamm, Carla Overbeck, Julie Foudy, Christine Lilly, Brandi Chastain, Brianna Scurry, and the other members of their team could have given up at any point, but they persisted, traveling the country and the world, proving that American women could win. They earned a gold medal at the first Olympics to include women's soccer, and a few years later won the World Cup. Mia and her teammates proved American girls could play soccer and win. Girls soccer is now one of the most popular kids' sports in America. Mia said, "There is no substitute for hard work." Together, tennis stars Venus and Serena Williams have won 14 women's doubles titles across all 4 Grand Slam tournaments and 3 Olympic gold medals, starting at the 2000 Summer Olympics. They are one of the most successful doubles teams of all time. In their individual careers, Venus has won 7 Grand Slams and Serena 23. They also have both won individual golds at 2 different Olympics. The Williams sisters have confronted vile racism and sexism throughout their careers, but that never stopped them. They persisted in pursuing a sport that they love and have helped define what tennis is for young girls and boys everywhere. Venus said, "You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. That makes you a winner right there." Serena says, "I am a full woman and I'm strong and I'm powerful and I'm beautiful." When Diana Taurasi began playing basketball as a girl in the 1980s, professional women's basketball didn't exist in the United States. And women's basketball was a relatively new Olympic sport, even though men had been playing since 1936. Rather than be discouraged by the lack of opportunities, she persisted in working hard on the court. In college, she led her team to 3 championships in a row. Diana then went on to win 4 Olympic gold medals, starting with the 2004 Summer Olympics and 3 WNBA championships with the Phoenix Mercury. She is the WNBA's all-time leading scorer. Diana says, "Records are always meant to be broken." When Simone Biles was 6 years old, she and her sister were adopted by their grandparents. On a field trip to a local gymnastics center that year, Simone began imitating the gymnasts. The coach noticed and asked for permission for Simone to join their program. She did, and she persisted, throwing herself into every aspect of her new sport. She was the first American gymnast to win a medal in every event and now has had many difficult gymnastics skills named after her. At the 2016 Summer Olympics, Simone won 4 gold medals and 1 bronze, and has won more than 20 Olympic and World Championship medals in her career. She is widely recognized as the greatest gymnast of all time. Simone says, "To go out there and prove what I can do has taught me a lot about who I am." While she was growing up, Iptahaj Muhammad, parents wanted their daughter to be able to compete and excel in a sport that allowed her to remain fully covered and wear her hijab to cover her head. At 13, Iptahaj started to fence. Some people doubted that she could succeed, wondering if someone who wore a hijab could ever be a champion. She persisted and proved the naysayers wrong. In college, she was an All-American athlete and later earned a spot on the United States national fencing team. At the 2016 Summer Olympics, Iptahaj became the first hijab-wearing Muslim American to win an Olympic medal. She continued to shatter stereotypes when she helped design the first ever hijab-wearing Barbie modeled on her. Iptahaj says, "It's important to me that youth everywhere, no matter their race, religion, or gender, know that anything is possible with perseverance." So, if anyone tells you that girls can't be athletes or that you'll never make it, don't listen. Focus on your dreams. These women did just that. They persisted, and so should you. Thanks for reading with me today, everyone. Have a great day.